Hello everyone, it's Pam from GlamJunkJournals, and today is part 5 in my Create With Me series on how to make a ring-bound journal. And as you recall, we're using Tattle Tales of Cupid, this gorgeous book that we've deconstructed, and this is my inspiration for the whole journal. And I wanted to say thank you to all my new subscribers. I'm really happy you're here with me. And of course, my existing subscribers who've been with me forever. You guys are the best, and I wouldn't be here without you. So thank you all so much. So like I said, today we are continuing on. And I mentioned in my last video, we're going to be creating some embellishments for our ring-bound journal. And I thought, what better embellishment could there possibly be than hearts? Since we're going along with the Valentine, romantic, feminine look for this journal, I thought hearts would be perfect. And so what I did is I went on to the Graphics Fairy premium site, and they come out with a different bundle every week. And since it's around Valentine's Day, they came out with this gorgeous bundle. And this is one of the pages. It's one of the collage pages. It's called Sacred Hearts and Sweethearts. And this is a regular 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper. And this is how they print out. And as you can tell, I have cut some off the side because I've already used some as examples for today. And also, I printed the same page and I reduced it to about 70%. So we've got some smaller hearts. And this heart template is perfect for what we're going to be doing today. And I love hearts. I've always loved hearts. It's one of my favorite things, and the patterns in here are just so gorgeous. So like I said, we're using that as the template. And in addition, I am using more pages from Margaret, which is a gorgeous digital kit from Raindrop Lila. So let's get right into it here. Yay, yay, yay. These are so fun. And I've got so many ideas. I hope I remember all of them and how we're going to use these today. So I'm going to move this over. And I'm going to show you a couple that I've already created. Now, you know, these are just the cutouts, but let me show you some of the ideas on how to embellish these. This particular one is one of the larger hearts that I cut out. And what I did is I did a little stamp over the top. I distressed the edges here, and I did do a little bit of gold foil along the side of that one. And then these two little guys, these are a little smaller. These are the 70% size. And what I've done on this is I took my gilding wax around the edges and I did Mod Podge over the top with Mod Podge Sparkle. Of course, how perfect would that be for GlamJunkJournals, right? Sparkle Mod Podge. Oh, love it. And in addition, I took a regular piece of craft paper and I embossed it. And then over the top of that, I took some of my gilding polish right along here, the metallic gilding polish, and I just rubbed a little bit over the top, and then I did do a coat of Mod Podge over the top of that. And as you can tell, I did distress the edges here. So I'm using these heart shapes as a template. So it's really fun to use any paper that you've got going for these hearts. And let's see what else. This is another gorgeous page from Raindrop Lila. And along the edge of this particular one, I did do my gold stickles, and I did a little bit of embossing, as you can tell, and followed that embossing with some more stickles. So the possibilities are endless, and I've got some additional examples to show you. But let's start at the beginning here. So what I did, oh yeah, and I did want to show you on the back of this. On the back, I did line the back side of all of the hearts with some French ephemera on there. I like the pattern on one side and then more of the neutral on the other side. And I did do that with all of these hearts. So that is what I've done so far. So I wanted to show you the process for creating these. I took a piece of chipboard. Now this is from a gift box and it's the perfect weight. I like these particular hearts to have a little sturdiness, not be real flimsy. So this is the base. And so anything, you know, some junk mail that you get, whatever, a cereal box, cracker box, whatever you want to use, just so that it has a little bit of stability and it's a little thicker, but not too thick. I don't think you really want to use a real heavy-duty cardboard on that. So something along those lines, and then I am going to line one side with my French ephemera, and you can use anything. You know, you want music sheets, book pages, dictionary pages, another scrapbook page, or scrap paper, I should say, magazine, whatever you want. So what I did is I kind of did a mass make here. So I'm going to line the back with some of my Fabri-Tac here, and any glue would work as long as it, you know, has some good staying power. I wouldn't use E6000. That's a little too strong, I would think, for this, but anything would work so long as you get some good adherence. I'm just going to get that glued down. I'm going to take my bone folder and just make sure that I get any of the bubbles out on that side. And then the other side, right along here, I'm going to take a row of these hearts. Now, I don't know whether I'm going to use the large ones or the small ones today. So I don't know. I'll probably do the larger ones today. So let me get out my scissors here. And you could make this whole sheet, you know, depending on the size of your chipboard, you could do a whole sheet of these. But for today, I'm just going to show you the example of how I created these. So I'm going to cut these out, you know, right along the edge. I'm only going to be using one row today, and you could all go the other way across. And these images are just so vibrant and so beautiful. So couldn't be any easier, right? You just glue it down, and then we'll cut it out. Cut out all these little shapes. Yeah, over the years, I've always gravitated towards hearts, whether it's in jewelry. I have a heart tattoo. I just love hearts. I always have. We're gonna go like that. I'm so happy you guys are coming along with me today on this journey here. So this is the beginning. How easy is that? Now, fussy cutting is what I've done to all of these hearts, and I'll just show you one of them. And they turn out so fabulous. So I've got my little fussy cutting scissors here, and look at this cute little girl. Isn't she just adorable? And the images that I chose to use for these hearts off of these collages are the ones that I feel go the best with the aesthetic that I have here. But once you get one of these cut out, you can use this as your template for all of the other hearts. So this is so fun. And I think you guys will be really excited to see or I'm excited, I hope you're excited to see how we use these in our journal, because they look so good. All right, I'll move that out of the way, and I'll probably cut the rest of those out later. So how cute is that, right? Oh, that's so cute. And then we're going to distress around the edges with my walnut stain, my go-to there. It just gives such a lovely vintage look. Oh, it's just fabulous. And then, you know, any of the little bits that you see on the side that aren't perfect. Well, none of these are going to be perfect, but you know what? I love the result. Oop, and that on the back, I cut off the edge there, but that's okay. You know what I'll do with that is I'll just add another piece of ephemera on there, you know, a little piece of paper. But see, that's the beginning right here. So let's continue on with the fun stuff, showing you how to use these in your journal. Okay, so like I said, I've got all of these other guys that are ready to go, except I did want to, let's see, some of these have not had a coat of Mod Podge on them. Now these guys, I have to put the back on, so we're not going to use those today, but I'm going to give you an example of those too, and we'll probably come back to those. So those are some that I've cut out and I haven't put the backs on yet. But these guys are the ones that are completed so far. So hold on just a second. This little guy is a little wonky on the side here. I think that looks wonderful. All right, so I've got all of those. Now those have not been Mod Podged yet. My other guys have here. So let's do that. Now, and another thing that I want to do, and I'll probably speed up the camera for this, is I do want to do some additional backs for all of these. So let's see what we got on there. I am going to stop the camera for just a second and do the backs of these, because I want to use these in our examples today. So hold on just a moment and I'll be right back to you. All right, everyone, here they are. I've fussy cut out all of those hearts. And what I did do is on the back side of each of these hearts, I did do a coat of Mod Podge sparkle. And then along the edges of some of them, as you can see around the edges, I did do a little bit of my stickles. I love stickles. They're wonderful. And what I do is I take a cotton swab and I go around the edges. That gives me more of a precise line, but you know, fingers would be great, or just right out of the tube, that works too. So we're going to continue on. I'm going to do a coat of Mod Podge sparkle over the top of all of these. It gives it a really finished look and it makes these even more sturdy, and I just love that. And I thought, well, I guess I could have done this before I cut them all out, you know, just on my page, but I kind of like to cut them out before. And I think with that Mod Podge over the top, if I did the whole thing, it might be a little bit more difficult to cut these out. But, you know, that's definitely an option, is when you have them all together on your sheet, do a coat of Mod Podge on both sides and then cut them out. You know, I haven't tried that, but that would probably work very well. And I do have a little bit of wax paper down on my board here. My board is getting kind of gunked up, but that's what a craft mat, you know, the craft board is for doing this kind of stuff, right? And then on this cute little girl right here, I forgot to mention, that I did do, and you can't see it real well now, is I did do my rub and buff around the edge of that, and this is in gold leaf. That gives another beautiful element to these. So we're going to let these dry probably for like, you know, I think Mod Podge dries pretty quickly, just so that it's not tacky. So I'm going to put you guys on hold for just a moment while these dry, and I'll be right back to you, and then we're going to get to the fun stuff, using these in your journal and all the different ways to add these as embellishments. So hold on just another minute. All right, everyone, I am back again, and these are all dry, and look at how fabulous they look. They are just gorgeous. And you know, the possibilities are infinite, the way that you can use these and further embellish those. And I'm going to show you some ways to use these. I think that the Mod Podge Sparkle, besides adding sparkle, it just gives a finishing touch to this, and they're very sturdy, and I just think that they're absolutely fabulous. I hope the light is not reflecting too much on those. Let me move those around here a little bit. So I'm going to give you some ideas here to use these. This is so much fun. So for one example, I took two together, and I just created this the other day. Look at that. It's a little dangle. We've got a bulb pin at the top, and what I did is I poked a hole with my crocodile, and I threaded this gold trim through it and tied it. And look at that dangle. Is that like the cutest thing ever? So we're going to put that somewhere in our journal today. And look at this one. All I did was I took a ribbon and glued it onto the back, and I'll show you how wonderful that looks on a page. And this one, I did punch a hole for my eyelet, and I took some crinkle ribbon and just threaded it through and tied a bow, and then added this little delicate embroidery thread in gold. So beautiful. So let's put these in, and then we're going to create some more using all of these goodies. Oh my gosh. So I've got some pages from my book over here, and I thought, remember this one? This is just the fold out that I created from the Architectural Digest page. Look how pretty that is. Just along the side there as an embellishment. I think that that is gorgeous. Now from there, let's add some little embellishments, like that little bit of those roses, that little bit of trim there, or we could add a little broken button. I think that's what that is. Yeah, it's an antique button. So look how pretty that is. I think we're just going to do that. So I am going to glue this down. And you know, depending on where you put these on your page, you don't have to do the backside with the other papers, but I like to do that because I never know where these are going to end up in my journal, and I don't care for the plain backgrounds. So, you know, that's just my personal preference here. Now for this, I'm going to get a pretty big glob of glue on that because I want to make sure that that stays right like that. Look how pretty that is. Oh, I love this. So there's one. And remember this page? Remember the doily that we added to the bottom? I knew there was something that I wanted to add onto this. Look how pretty this looks. Let's see what one looks really good. That one looks good. This one looks good. I think I'm going to just go with that. How gorgeous is that? Now you could leave the side open again for an additional tuck. Let me see if that would work. Hold on just a second. I'm going to grab one of my little bits of ephemera over here. I've got a little calling card that would look really cute tucked right on the side there. So I'm going to glue this one down only on 2 of the sides, like so. And then you have a spot, an additional tuck right along the side there. Oh, I love that. Easy enough, right? And then this page, remember Cutie Pie? This ribbon is a little bit different than the one I used in my last tutorial, because I used the other light pink ribbon somewhere else. But what about a dangle off the side? Let's do that real quick. Oh, let's see which one. We have so many possibilities right here, right? Look how pretty that looks. Oh, yeah. So I'm just going to poke a hole with my Crop-A-Dile. And I'm going to use the small one. I had to make sure that I had the small side right there. And just put a little hole right along that side there. And get out one of my bulb pins. And then we're going to attach that right along here onto the ribbon. How adorable is that dangle? Look how cute that is. Oh my goodness. Oh, I just love that. So let me move these over here because I've got a lot more ideas here and I've got to get some room here. Okay. How about attaching one of these to a page with just a paper clip, right? So, I don't know. How about right along there? That would be wonderful. Let me think about this here for a second. I don't know. See, this is where I'm kind of, doing it on the fly here. But just clipped along the top of this envelope that we have in our journal. And then, of course, that gives us an additional spot for some embellishment. So just clipped along the page. How easy is that? Okay. Ooh, I'm getting excited here. So look at this one. Remember this page? I did our fabric flip up. What I did do is I found an additional piece of sari silk, this trim. This is from an old blouse. I thought something would be really pretty right along the top of that. So you could take this particular one that we created, or that I created and I'm showing you today, and clip that right along the top on that bulldog clip right there. Look how adorable that is. Look at that. Oh, that's just to die for. I am loving all of this. And so that's what's so fun about mass making these. It's just, you can create so much ephemera in a short amount of time. And here's this page right here. Remember this? This is the back page of the cover. You could add another heart right along this dangle that we have right there. Just clip that on. That would look beautiful. In addition, what else would look pretty is one of these just stuck right in the top like so. Look how beautiful that is. And it is removable. You can move it around, whatever you want. Let's see how this one looks. This one right along there. Look at that. Oh, I love that. I love that. Oh man. And they couldn't be any more fun to create. Oh gosh. Okay, I've got another idea for you. Actually, a couple ideas. I told you I have a lot. I created a snippet roll. You guys know how I love to do that. And this is going to go with the journal. So what about taking some of these little cuties and just putting them along your snippet roll? Look how fabulous that is. Oh, I love this. I don't know where this is going to go, so I might, cut this down a little bit, but how fun is that? And even you could cut your snippet roll and so you just have a little cluster and put that right over the top. Isn't that beautiful? Oh gosh. Ay, ay, ay. I love all this. Oh, that's so pretty. So adding to your snippet rolls or on the top of a cluster. And then remember this little cutie? What about adding one of these as a dangle right off the side like we did? Fabulous. Another idea, I told you I have a lot of ideas, is I took this key and added a broken piece of jewelry and then just adding that as a dangle on that. Look how cute that would be. Oh man. Oh, so much fun. Another idea, I'm sorry if I'm getting a little worked up here because I'm very excited. This is going to be the ring for the exterior of our journal. You could add these onto the front with, a little dangle right along there so they can hang from the cover of your journal, and I might do that. So adding them to your rings, that is fabulous. I've got all of these embellishments, Look how pretty that would be, just that little bit onto the side of one of these looks so pretty. Could add some buttons along the side. Look at that. Oh, they're so fun. I just love them. Okay, now one thing I did want to create here today is using this tag, and this is from Raindrop Lila's Antique Documents, and this is from Margaret, the French and Antique Documents. I apologize, I have glue all over my fingers here. But what I wanted to create is a belly band using these hearts. So what I thought is I'm going to get out some ribbon right along here, and I'm going to have it attach vertically like so. You could also do it horizontally, but for this particular example, I wanted to do it vertically. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to attach the hearts to this ribbon. So take my ribbon and I am going to layer 3 of these hearts. And I thought these 3 would look really, really good together. Look at that. Oh man. Oh, look at that. Oh, it's just so pretty. And you know what? I'm sorry if the lighting is a little weird today. It's reflecting off of the Mod Podge here. Let me adjust it here. Let me see if that's better. If that's better. I don't know. I'm hoping you guys can see that. All right, so what I want to do is I am going to have my 3 little hearts. Now this is the smaller of the 2 hearts. Now I don't know if that one would look better like that. I'm just kind of moving them around here to see. No, I think I liked it the way it was, like that. All right, so we're just going to glue these down. So I'm going to go right in the center of each of these. Get that one right at the bottom. All right, and then I'm gonna let that sit for just a moment. And then what I want to do is I want to make sure that, you know, the glue is not coming through a lot, so it's going to stick to the tag. I don't want that, because it's going to be a tuck on the back side. So let me make sure, I got to stand up here, make sure that these are all even, like so. And then I'm going to flip the other side up. So there is the front of our tag, like that. And I am going to attach just at the top, attach this tag, or excuse me, this ribbon right at the top, like so. Just make sure it's all on there. And then I'm going to do the same at the bottom. So we've got it secured at the top and the bottom. And then flip it over on the other side. I want to make sure it's in the middle. I just have to move it around just a little bit. And then I'm going to attach right at the top here, like so. And then what I thought would be cool at the top is to angle the top of the ribbon so that you can see both sides. And look at that. Isn't that just wonderful? Oh, I just love this. Love it, love it, love it. And so there is a gorgeous tag that, of course, holds more ephemera. Let me grab some ephemera and just stick it right underneath, like so. Couldn't be any easier, you guys. Look at that. And the back side, you know, there's a place for some more ephemera. Oh, yay, right? More ephemera. That one's a little too big. Let me see what else I got over here. You know, something along the lines like that. Oh, look at that, you guys. Oh, it's just fabulous. So let me go through what we've created with all of our cute little hearts. Is we've got just a little tuck on the side with that beautiful heart. We've got a heart tag, got a heart dangle on one of our pages here. Let's see what else we have. Where did all my stuff go? Where did it go? Oh, it's over here. Got that, just the gorgeous heart with the ribbon behind it. Oh man. And then another heart dangle on this cute little page with that baby. Oh, so fun, you guys. And then don't forget the snippet roll where you can add your little hearts on the snippet roll here. Beautiful. Look at all those heart embellishments. And I still have some other ones that you can just stick, you know, in one of your pages, clip them on. Oh yeah, I had a clip on one. Oh yeah. And then we've got this little tuck right along the bottom there. Look at all this goodiness. Oh, it's just been so gratifying and so much fun to put all of these together. I hope it gives you some ideas, and the next video is going to be the flip through of my journal, so I'm super excited to show that to you. So stay tuned. I'll put all the information for everything that I mentioned today in the description box, and you guys have a wonderful day, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!